welcome back to the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Annex. I'm Graham Tuck here with Brian Coleman, here for the second of 3 games today. ACCHL hockey in the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Annex, North Carolina, home of tournament hockey all weekend long. Second of 3 games today between the Liberty Flames and the High Point University Panthers. And Brian, we just watched an absolute blowout between East Carolina and Radford, the Highlanders, and ECU. They won. They advanced to the semifinals. The winner of this game will do the same. They'll advance to the D3 semifinals, and they will move to the CHF National Tournament in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania in April. And between these two teams, this should be a great matchup, probably the best of the day if I had to take a gander at what that was going to look like. There's going to be little room for error for either of these two teams, So for both of them, who's your player to watch?
Well, first of all, like you said, Graham, this is going to be a very close matchup. Both teams are very evenly matched. My player to watch for High Point is goalie Sean Moreau. Started the season as the 3rd-string goalie, has made a name for himself, and so I think he's going to be a big guy to watch for High Point today. He's 2-0 on the season, gives up about 4 goals a game, and he has an .873 save percentage. But you also have to look at High Point in general. They haven't touched the ice against another team in 26 days. This is quite some time off the ice. They're coming off with some cold feet. Liberty's coming in 4 straight weeks in a row of playing good hockey. Their player to watch, it's going to be a goalie duel. It's going to be Benjamin Allgott, number 1. He's 2-2 on the season with a .902 save percentage and 3 goals allowed per game. I think it's going to be a really good duel between the two of them, and I'm excited to see what happens.
A goalie duel indeed it looks to be. High Point's high-powered offense set up against the Liberty Flames. We will be right back with more Men's Division III ACCHL hockey in Winston-Salem right after this. Welcome back to the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Annex pregame here between High Point University and the Panthers and Liberty University and the Flames. I'm Graham Tuck here with Brian Coleman, and we've got a little bit extra pregame time than we had planned on, so in lieu of that, we'll give you some tidbits on today's game. High Point has played 4 games this season. They have a record of 2-2, but they are riding a 2-game winning streak coming into this one. They started the season on February 13th, a relatively late start compared to the rest of the ACCHL. Against the University of Tennessee, who we'll see later tonight against Coastal Carolina University. They opened their season with a 4-8 loss to the Ice Vols of Tennessee. They were in that one until the very end, and then Tennessee broke it open in the third period, and then the next day, High Point had no prayer. They lost 7-2 to the same Ice Vols team. And during that weekend, they had a little bit of inconsistency at the goalie position. The first game was started by Eric Smith, who allowed all 8 goals and had a rough outing. And then the second game against Tennessee was started by Tyler Rumsey. He struggled early on, and then coming in relief was Sean Moreau, and he looked phenomenal in the late stages of that one and exceptionally well in the 2 games against Radford that followed one weekend later. Again, on February 20th and 21st, they played the 2 games against Radford University that we just saw compete against the East Carolina Pirates. They won the first game 11-0, and the second game they won in similar fashion, 11-7. And although they let in 7 goals, 6 of them were scored by Panther players that they had to loan to the Radford Highlanders in order to make the game possible by ACCHL standards. They were scheduled to then play against Virginia Tech of the Men's Division II League, and then that series was postponed due to scheduling conflicts, and then the following series that was scheduled for this weekend against Liberty in Virginia was canceled because this tournament was moved up a week to today, and here we are, and that is where the Panthers stand with a 2-2 record on the season. They haven't played a game in 26 days, and they are looking to get back on the ice. They are very eager. And then on Liberty's side of things, they've had a pretty rocky start to the year, a record of 5-6-2 entering today's matchup. They've played 3 teams over the course of their season, starting in November. They had 4 consecutive games against Coastal over the span of 3 months. At the beginning of November, they played a 2-game series over one weekend, won both matchups, 5-2 and 5-1 respectively. Then at the tail end of January, they lost the first game on the 29th, 4-3 in overtime to the Chanticleers, who we will also see later tonight against the University of Tennessee. And then the following day, they lost 4-5 against the same Chanticleer team. In February, on the 19th, 20th, and 21st, they traveled down to Florida to play the Florida Gulf Coast team down there, the Men's Division II, and they lost all 3, 4-3 in overtime the first game, and the following 2, both the same score, 5-2 losses. Then they had a 2-game homestand against the University of Tennessee Ice Vols, who the Chanticleers will play tonight. They won the first game 7-5, and then lost the second 5-3. They then played Coastal 2 more times, adding to the 4 that they played to start the season, winning both of them 5-3 and 4-1. And just last weekend, they played another 2-game series against the Ice Vols, losing both of them by a score of 4-3 and 3-2 respectively. And that is where the Liberty Flames stand heading into this one. And something to note is that Liberty is the only team in ACHA play that has 5 club-level teams to their name. They have a Men's Division I, Men's Division II, and Men's Division III, as well as 2 women's teams to the school's name. And because of that, the Men's Division II team obviously takes precedence over this Division III team, which we're seeing today. And because of that, they are able to call up Division III players to the Division II team. And once those players have played a certain amount of games for the Division II team, they cannot go back down. And that has resulted in a loss of players for this Division III team that we are going to see today. They are without their normal starting goalie, and they are also without a couple of other players, so it will be very interesting to see how the Liberty Flames can adjust to that. And Brian, if you're both of these teams, High Point and Liberty, this is going to be a really tight game. There's a lot of minutia that is going to be very important as we go along. What is one key to the game for each of these teams to come out on top?
I think for High Point, a big key to the game is that they need to come out fast. They need to come out with tons of energy. Not playing in 26 days and not having fresh legs can really hurt a team, especially playing a team like Liberty, who has played 4 straight weeks in a row. But Liberty has a really, really good defense. So I think my key to the game for High Point is that their offense needs to click. whatever chemistry they had, they need to rekindle that fire, and they need to come out scoring goals. They average 8.5 goals a game this year. That is really good. But Liberty, on the other hand, their goalies, they're only giving up 3.5 goals a game. So you really need to look at that, and it's going to be Liberty combating High Point's high-power offense. And so I think, looking at High Point, you got to come out fast. So they need to score goals, and Liberty needs to have really good defense. And so I think with High Point's high-powered offense and Liberty's great defense, I think it's going to make for a really good game today. And I'm really excited to see what happens in the next 60 minutes.
A great set of 60 minutes it should be. We are just 3.5 minutes away from the teams taking the ice for the final set of warm-ups and the national anthem, and we will bring you game action as soon as it comes to us. Again, this matchup between High Point and Liberty brought to you by the Carolina Thunderbirds and High Point University Hockey's YouTube channel. Stay with us. We'll be right back with the first period of action in this second of 3 games here on our YouTube channel. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Annex for college hockey here on High Point University Hockey's YouTube channel. I'm Graham Tuck, along with Brian Coleman. Second game of 3 today between the Division III for men's ACCHL play. The winner of this game between High Point and the Liberty Flames advancing to the semifinals as well as the CHF Championship in Philly. Underway, the Panthers win the draw. The starting lineups for both teams. For High Point, it's the top line of Dakota Johnson, Ryan Bruin, and Ryan Henry, along with the defense pairing, Mike Torr and Alex Sawney, and Sean Moreau, the so reliable netminder in between the pipes. And for Liberty, it's going to be Fogarty, Chisholm, and Klein, the forward line, as well as Chamberlain and Moores, the defense pairing. And we were mistaken in the pregame. We were told that the starter would be Benjamin Allgott, but he is not in the lineup today for Liberty. And the starter is going to be Kyle Westbury, who has a .902 save percentage on the year, a 1-1-2 record in 4 starts, as well as 4 games played. And quickly a pass across ice and unable to settle it on his stick is Chisholm, and the Panthers dodge an early chance from the Flames early. Into the flow of the game now, back behind the net. It's fought for on the far side post. Chisholm has it behind the net. In the corner, the alternate captain puts it up to the point for Wood. Towards the slot, blocked in front, and Klein can't get a deflection on it. Taking it at the point, in the crease, a lucky cover. Moreau was very, very fortunate to cover that one before he could get to it.
Yeah, great save there by Moreau. I mean, 2 great chances right there for Liberty right off the bat within the first minute of the game. A missed one-timer opportunity, then Moreau had a nice glove save right there.
That he did, and a big loss for Liberty. It can't be overstated how much they are going to miss Benjamin Allgott. He's been phenomenal so far this season. They're #1. Being without him, as he is up on the Division II team, they are now starting Kyle Westbury, and he's been pretty solid this season. A 347, excuse me. Oh, what a hit by Nupp on the far side boards in front of the Liberty bench. 347 goals against in 4 games, .902 save percentage, the same percentage as Allgott for that matter. And into the zone are the Panthers. What do you expect the drop-off to be between these two? Oh my goodness, bodies are flying everywhere here early. These two teams are physical and they are showing it early. Near side boards. Fortugno brings it in. Logan Kennedy puts it into the offensive zone for the Panthers. Hauling down a man, that's Aiden Kennedy, his surname counterpart. Bringing it out is Logan Kennedy. A big hit put on by Macheska. At the point, Duncan. Duncan will recollect. Pass up for Kennedy, unable to get a touch on it, but no icing, and Westbury will touch behind the net. Big hit again on the boards.
And man, the hits are just flying right now, Graham.
They are. That's Partridge who put on the hit. Now Liberty into the offensive zone. A quick start here, and Kuntz collects the errant pass that went through the crease and nobody was home. Both of these teams are flying as we start this game. Kuntz chips it into the offensive end. This one looks to be a fun one as we get underway. 17-15 left to go in the opening frame. Duncan with a slap shot from the point, and it goes wide of the net. McDonald unable to keep it in at the blue line. He's being harassed by 3 Flames on the blue line. And the puck will be chipped up into the offensive zone for the Panthers, and both teams will get off a line change. Looking for Partridge. Unable to be batted back into the offensive zone by Casivio. Partridge behind the red line, puts it into the offensive zone. No icing as Liberty wins the race. Oh, what a hit on the boards. Oh my goodness. Mike Torr laying the body. And in the paint, oh my goodness, what a chance for Liberty. Sean Moreau didn't see it come from behind the net. He was so fortunate to keep that one. And a shot, and it goes wide.
What a hit there by Mike Torr, Graham. Oh my goodness.
The captain laying the body early, and Chisholm unable to keep it in at the point, and Liberty will recollect in the neutral zone. Only 4 minutes in, and already high action, high speed from both of these two teams. And Johnson unable to keep it in high point possession at the neutral zone. He puts a hit on a man. That's Chisholm taking the hit. And towards the net, off the post, a shot. Fogarty couldn't find the back of the net. Sawney putting it into the neutral zone, and the Flames will have to touch up. Chisholm puts it in the offensive zone. Torr can't glove it down. High Point will look to break out. Casivio. Near side. Fortugno harassing him. Now Enric. Tore behind the net for Johnson. Bruin can't reach it. Liberty touches offsides, and finally we'll get a break in action. I don't know what I expected to start this game, but Brian, this was certainly not it.
I mean, I'm like speechless right now. The first 5 minutes and bodies are flying. The one thing I've noticed that both of these teams are two teams that are not afraid to put a body on someone. People are going to be crashing the boards all game long. This is going to be a very entertaining game, very fast paced.
We expected this to be one of the better matchups today, if not in the weekend. And it is only 4.5 minutes gone into the first period, and it's already looking like it might be that way. And into the offensive zone, now comes Liberty. They're in, and a shot from Zaragoza goes wide. Fortugno loses his stick. Bruin puts a hit on a man along the boards. Bruin kicks the puck to himself, puts a hit on Fortugno. Over now for Egan, one of the alternate captains. Bruin puts a hit on at the blue line. Another hit on Fortugno. Egan recollects. Egan looking back for Bruin, but he wasn't paying attention to it. Didn't expect the pass. Bruin will get it. Aiden Kennedy chips it behind the red line, and it will just weakly go over towards the Liberty bench. Into the offensive zone. Liberty puts it, and it will be an icing call with 14:42 left in the first. And both of these teams are playing like there's a trip to the Nationals on the line.
I mean, Graham, it's like you and I are playing NHL right now. Bodies are
it's like a video game.
This is a really great game. High Point needs to try to get into the offensive zone. Liberty's been getting some shots on. High Point needs to get some shots on goal.
High Point has held up well defensively. Up towards the slot, and a pad save there by Wesbury. First time he's been tested today, and he holds strong to the challenge. In the neutral zone, neither team fighting. Oh my goodness, Nupp with a hit. Nupp in the penalty box puts a hit on Williams, and that one's going to be icing yet again from the Flames, and another offensive zone draw for the Panthers is coming.
What a huge hit there by Nupp, right close to us.
You could feel the hit from up in the booth.
The sound, and my bones are like,
It's
what a hit there.
So high energy right now for the Panthers. Connor Duncan coming on for Mike Tor. Tor thought he could stay on the ice, but no luck. Big draw coming for the Panthers early in this one. It's won by the Flames, though. Moores. Fought for. Far side boards. Eventually won by Liberty. A big hit put on yet again. Status quo so far in this one. High Point intercepts in the neutral zone. Calkins can't do anything with it. Duncan will chase. No icing. Puts it back for McDonald. Duncan takes a fall. Cazzola across the red line. He's got Calkins. No numbers for the Panthers, yet they go in. Calkins wasn't aware that the pass was coming to him. He was open in the slot, but not able to settle it on his stick. And now Williams has a chance. He races to the puck, and he collects it in the corner. Thought he might have a chance, but no luck. Kuntz in the slot, chips it out past the blue line, and Liberty will collect a shot on goal from the neutral zone. Maru wasn't expecting it, but drops the pads and gets to it in time. Loose puck, high slot, and it's fought out to the neutral zone by the Panthers. Fogarty. Good onside pass, Duncan. Putting it out into the neutral zone for the Panthers. McDonald. Kuntz. Defensive blue line, and the puck is won by Klein. And now Chisholm, he's got a breakaway. Chisholm, why? Oh my goodness, he's just high of the crossbar. What a chance for Liberty, their best of the game so far. Into the offensive zone, now Chisholm again. Into the slot, cross ice pass, nobody able to get a stick to it. Oh, what a hit by the Panthers. Logan Kennedy put a shoulder into him, and slow to get up is Kenneth Fogarty, I believe. Number 28, we don't have him in our program for Liberty, so we'll keep you updated on that. In the meantime, Logan Kennedy gets it in the defensive zone and puts it into High Point's bench, and we'll have a stoppage. 12:32 left to go in the first, still scoreless.
Real good optimal opportunity there for Liberty. Just missed high. Nice stick save there by Sean Moreau. And once again, I mean, Fogarty went to the bench. He was leaned down. He did not look. He looked like he was in a lot of pain there, Graham. Another just monster hit provided by the High Point defense.
That's the toll that this kind of play can have on these teams. I would not suspect that it's much longer before we start to see the penalty boxes fill up in this one. In the meantime, Tor in a scrum for the puck behind his own net. A hit put on in the defensive zone by Dakota Sexton. Two teams fighting for the puck, looking for Fortugno behind the net. Has Zaragoza with him. Looking for Eisenman and unable to find him on sides. Around a man is Hallahan. He's on a 2-game goal streak, the junior from Ridgefield, Connecticut. Loose puck in the Panthers' offensive zone, but Liberty collects. 11:54 left in the first. Still scoreless here in Winston-Salem between the Flames and the Panthers. A trip to the D3 semis and an automatic bid to Philadelphia and the CHF Nationals on the line. A pass to the slot from behind the net. A dangerous chance for the Flames, but nobody home. At least out to the neutral zone. And Moores will put it into the offensive zone. Goes behind the net. Aiden Kennedy collecting. Gets around a man. That was Partridge that was forechecking the senior. Egan takes it. Liberty forechecking hard. Ryan Bruin has to get to it to thwart a chance. He does. But getting to it is Williams. Egan has it behind the net. Partridge, the captain, looking for it but unable to get to it. And Ryan Henry chasing it into the offensive zone. Back into the neutral zone though. Partridge. The slot is wide open, but Aiden Kennedy gets back into position. Bodies off a man. That's Pascarella. Egan looking for Henry. Doesn't connect. Moores. Bruin and Williams colliding in the corner. Bruin getting it to Cazzola. Cazzola has 2 games played this season after recovering from ACL surgery. He's scored in both games. He scored 3 goals throughout the 2, both of those games against Radford and the last time that the Panthers took the ice. Both teams off for a line change now. 10:25 to go in the first period. Moores looking for Chisholm. Now Fogarty's got the puck on his stick, but he's depossessed by Tor. What a defensive play there. Sawney takes a hit on the far side boards, and now chasing and forechecking is Cazzola. Panthers haven't had much offensive zone pressure so far in this one, and that will change here as the puck goes down for icing. We'll have a zone draw in Liberty's defensive end.
And fantastic defense right there from junior captain Mike Tor for High Point. He might be small, but
he definitely packs a punch.
He doesn't let that get to him, and he's the leader of this team. He's the leader of this defense, and they get all their energy from him.
If you were to look at the stat sheet this season, you would see that Mike Tor hasn't recorded a point in all 4 games this season. You would wonder why he's the captain. This is why, the way that he's throwing his body around and providing energy for the Panthers. A shot to the net of Westbury from the point by Sawney, patted away, and now Liberty will possess the puck in their defensive end, and it's Fogarty bringing it up quickly across the blue line. Towards the slot, a glove save by Moreau, and he'll swallow it up for a face-off in the defensive zone of High Point.
Yeah, great glove there, saved by Moreau. Almost snuck into the bottom right corner of the net, but he was there to make the save.
He did. Great positioning from Moreau. Almost let it trickle through, but got his glove down in time. And we are under 10 minutes to play, so I believe we will be taking our media timeout here. 9:39 left to go in the first, and we will be right back with more college hockey right after this. We're back here in the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Annex. Graham Tuck here with Brian Coleman alongside of me. Second of 3 games between the men's Division III hockey members of the ACCHL. High Point and Liberty part of this one. Face off in the offensive zone, won by Liberty. Fogarty takes it to the slot. Chisholm, a shot, and it whistles high of the crossbar. Kept in at the point. Down behind the red line, extended goal line. Egan puts it up to Kuntz, who can't settle it on his stick. Back for Egan behind the net. Logan Kennedy finally comes away with it, and now Kuntz has it near side. Into the offensive zone. Kuntz behind the net. Logan Kennedy puts it to the point, and not able to get to it in time was Alex Sawney. He and Mike Torr were coming off the bench. A line change defensively for the Panthers, and Sawney will finally put it back into the offensive zone on sides. Just under 9 left in this first period. Kuntz putting a hit on a Liberty Flame behind the net, and Kuntz, there was a loose puck in the slot, but it was behind him. He couldn't see where it was. Macheska took a puck high. Looked like it may have hit him in the helmet, but he looks to be okay. Alex Hallahan can't settle the puck on his stick. Kept in the offensive zone, though, by Casivio, and finally it will leak out to Fogarty in the neutral zone. A big hit put on by the penalty box, and High Point will possess. Quickly stripped, though, and into the offensive zone, Torr dumps it. Casivio, forechecking. Now Enric. Forechecking hard on the Panthers. A big hit put on Dakota Sexton. I believe that was Kenneth Fogarty, who was taking a rough ride earlier, but he's up and looking okay now. Alex Sawney puts it around the boards. Looking for Casivio. Moores will put it across the red line, and into the offensive zone on sides are the Flames. Torr keeps it on the near side boards, though, in the corner with Fortugno. Behind the net for Sawney. He brings it up. Has great puck handling for a defenseman. A hit on the blue line, and that one's going to be off sides. Dakota Sexton laying the body, forced the puck back into the neutral zone, and it was touched off sides by Josiah Zaragoza, and we'll have a neutral zone face-off. 7:27 left in the first, still scoreless between the Flames and Panthers.
I mean, really, Graham, it's just back and forth play right now. High Point needs to get, more offensive zone, but, their defense is holding up right now.
And for Liberty, the offensive pressure that they've sustained is more than you could have asked for coming into this one. That's going to be key if they want to come away with this one. We know from watching their games all season long that High Point can put goals on the board. The question is going to be, can Liberty beat Moreau enough times to keep them in this one? Bruin putting it into the offensive zone. It looked like he may not have gained the red line, but instead off the boards to himself, a big bounce off the boards behind the net. And in the neutral zone, they've got a 2-on-1. Pascarella, a breakaway for Moores. A move, and on the near side post, it's loose and it goes wide. What defense there. That looked like it was Dakota Sexton who got back to make the play. Excuse me, Aiden Kennedy, the defensive play for High Point. A goal-saving play, surely. Now Moores again, after the failed breakaway, looking for someone in the slot. Williams put it there, and up, looking for Bruin was Aiden Kennedy. Couldn't find him.
Great defense on that possession for High Point.
Indeed it was. Ryan Henry batting it out of the air. Quickly back to Sawney, now Torr. Stretch pass looking for Nupp. Into the offensive zone on sides, but Liberty will clear it back out. A hit on Fogarty, excuse me. And Sawney will take it. Up for Nupp. Mishandled by Eisenman, the junior defenseman. And into the neutral zone. Putting it back into the offensive zone is Torr for High Point. Nothing doing, though. Forechecking hard of the Panthers early in this one. But it results in a chance for the Flames as they've got a 4-on-2 while the Fords get back. Chisholm, he shoots, he scores! Liberty's on the board first, and it's a 1-0 game. 5:47 left in the first, and the Flames take the early lead. That's the risk you run when you forecheck as hard as the Panthers are right now. I know that this game has been high energy. It's all we've been talking about. And they want to keep offensive zone pressure like they haven't been able to do so far, but that's the risk you run yet again as a breakaway chance, 4-on-2, as all 3 forwards were up in the offensive zone.
Yeah, great passing there for the Flames. Chisholm has had a couple opportunities to score a goal today, and he finally got one in the back of the net.
That he did, and it puts the Flames in front, a crucial first goal as they are now up 1-0. Fogarty into the offensive zone yet again, wasting no time, a pad save by Moreau. He makes the stop, and now Egan behind his net. Behind the net, cross-ice pass, looking for Kennedy, unable to find it, and a deflection by Fogarty. Goes wide of the net, though, and Iseman unable to corral it in the neutral zone. Now Graham Wood for Fogarty. Seems like we're calling his name every 5 seconds all over the ice. Now Klein, and it's swallowed up by Moreau to make the stop on a great shot by the starter.
I mean, once again, another great save there by Moreau. High Point's really got to try to get the puck out of the defensive zone.
That they do, and they are in danger of slipping. There's only so much that Moreau can keep doing. He's been phenomenal so far, but you've got to wonder if Liberty keeps the puck in the zone like this, how long is he going to hold up?
Especially for a team that only scores about 4 goals a game this year. High Point needs to, tighten up on defense.
That they do. Face-off 1, back to Moores by Einrich, and the shot is blocked in front of the net. Duncan looking to chip it out, but his stick tied up by Zaragoza. A great move to get around a man by Enric, and looking for Fortugno in the slot. Couldn't find him, though. High Point clears. We go back down to the defensive end for icing. One thing that has clicked so well for the Panthers in this young and short season, this only their 5th game of the year, is this top line that's out on the ice right now. The DR squared line, Dakota, Ryan, and Ryan again. Ryan Henry, Ryan Bruin, and Dakota Johnson. They have been so productive on offense. In fact, they are all 3, the top 3 point getters for the Panthers. Ryan Bruin with 9, Ryan Henry with 7, and Johnson with 5. Finally, in the offensive zone are the Panthers, but they lose it and taken by Moores. Chamberlain. Fortugno with a 2-on-2. Sawney bodies him off. Sawney has his stick tied up by Fortugno. And the puck leaks out into the neutral zone. 4:18 left to go in the first.
Good defense there from Sawney.
That it was. Fortugno now, a shot on, and it's swallowed up yet again by Moreau. And we will have another offensive zone draw for the Flames.
The key for High Point right now is to win these face-offs and start putting pressure on Liberty's defense. It's all Liberty offense right now.
It really is, and we wanted to let you know the player that took a spill earlier, 82 in our programs, but 28 on the ice, Jacob Brown, the freshman forward. He took a spill earlier, but he is back out on the ice now, and he looks great as he has been moving around with no inhibitions.
That's good to see, Graham, especially after taking a huge hit as he did.
Definitely is. The energy has gone down a little bit over the last couple of minutes, and Partridge had a shot that was deflected, blocked by Nupp, and it nearly found the top shelf of the goal. Oh, what a hit by Nupp along the boards to tie up a man, and into the zone onside is Cazzola. Got around one man, trying for 2, and a shot towards the net is blocked down. Brown with a block, and a shot, and another shot by Calkins, and he can't find the back of the net. The best chance of the day for the Panthers, and Calkins can't capitalize on it. Back out, McDonald in the neutral zone for Calkins. Picked off by Pascarella. Looking for Partridge, a block by McDonald. Williams takes it, blocked by Nupp. And now Nupp takes it on the near side boards. A hit put along the near side boards by Williams. Pascarella and McDonald in a fight for it. Now Partridge coming away. Pascarella nearly had it on his stick on the near side post. A dangerous pass to the slot by Nupp, and able to keep it in the zone is Klein. Looking for a deflection for Partridge, and Moreau covers. What a great play from the Panthers netminder early in this one. And we've got some extracurricular activity behind the net as Partridge, Kennedy, and Cazzola get into a little bit of a scrum. The energy and tension is very, very high in the first period here. These two teams know what's at stake. 3:11 left to go in the first. Liberty still holding that 1-0 lead.
Definitely, Graham. I mean, the chippiness is definitely rising up a little bit. You can hear the benches hollering. They're banging the sticks on the side of the boards.
Those are sounds that you hear all the time in hockey games, but you hear them especially here. This Obviously, with COVID-19 still going on in the United States and all around the world, we have a seating capacity here in this game as Chisholm takes the draw and looking for someone in the slot, but nobody home through the blue paint, and High Point will clear. Again, we have a maximum capacity of 250 here in the annex, and with the empty seats all throughout the building, you can definitely hear the benches more than usual. And as you see on your screens, we've had icing called, and we go back down to the Liberty offensive zone yet again. Klein in to take the draw. He's been stellar so far in the circle today. See if he can do it yet again. And he does. Macheska, his counterpart, can't come away with it, but Egan warding off a man. Great play there. Into the zone are the Panthers. Around a man is Logan Kennedy, looking for Kuntz, and unable to settle it on his stick. Puck bouncing around and behind the net. Logan Kennedy takes it back. Has a man in the slot. Looking for Kuntz. Kennedy with a good stick puts it back towards the point for High Point. A hit put on by Kuntz. One of the biggest players on the Panthers, number 92 in black. A great chance there as Logan Kennedy couldn't settle it on his stick in the slot. And now again, Macheska with a chance and up for Chisholm, and Liberty clears. Fogarty just chips it into the offensive zone. That's easily the best chance of sustained pressure that the Panthers have had today. A deflection at the blue line by Hallahan, and Westbury will cover, and we'll have an offensive zone draw for the Panthers. 10 seconds and 2 minutes left here in the first. High Point down 1-0 to the Liberty Flames.
Great offensive possession right there for High Point. They haven't had much going so far in this game so far, so I really liked what I saw from the passing, and they had a couple optimal opportunities right there. And so
that they did. Something to note in the last game against Radford, most of the production from the Panthers coming from the bottom lines, the third and fourth, as well as the second here and there. The top line of Dakota Johnson, Ryan Bruin, and Ryan Henry didn't do much in that game, but they didn't need to as High Point came away with the 11-7 victory. A big hit put on by Mike Torr, nothing unusual. And now Wood with a shot towards Moreau, and it goes high of the crossbar. Hallahan looking for Casivio. He loses it in the neutral zone, and coming away with it is Graham Wood. Turnover in the offensive zone, and Wood will take it back. Liberty will reset. High Point's bench is still in this despite being down early. Sawney puts it into the offensive zone. We're under a minute and a half here left in the first period. The forecheck is still very aggressive from the Panthers here. Ryan Henry, the alternate captain, looking for someone on the other side of the ice, but nobody was there. The Panthers overloading the far side. A big hit put on by Wood, and Egan will cover. Pass can't clear the blue line, but Ryan Henry recollects it. Nobody there for his pass, but Egan will put it back up to him. Intercepted by Moores, and we are going to have a puck out of play. Excuse me, offsides, and officially under 1 minute left here in the first, and we'll have a neutral zone face-off.
Yeah, Graham, whichever team wins the face-off here, let's see if they can make one last push before the first period is over. Scoring a goal right here would bring great momentum into the locker room.
We saw a goal with 16 seconds left in the first by the Pirates in the opening period of their game against Radford in the last contest here at the Annex today. And we'll see if somebody on either of these two teams can replicate it. That one put them up 3-0. This one would either extend the lead for the Flames or bring it back even for the Panthers. Egan takes it near side corner looking for Henry. Hit put onto him, and Ryan Bruin, along with Dakota Johnson, breaking into the offensive side of the ice. Puts it into the zone on sides. And Jordan Chamberlain behind his net. Cazzola forechecking on Pascarella. Deflected pass, collected by Moores. Up for Partridge, but a turnover. And Henry, Cazzola, and Bruin can't settle the puck. Cazzola forechecking. What a hit by Cazzola in the offensive zone. Mike Torr able to get the puck into the Panthers offensive zone, and that'll do it here in the first frame of action between the Panthers and the Flames. After one, the score 1-0 in favor of Liberty. We'll be right back with the first intermission report here on High Point University Hockey's YouTube channel. We welcome you back to the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Annex. Here, the first intermission between High Point and Liberty, the Panthers and Flames. The second of 3 games in the first round of the men's Division III ACCHL tournament. I am Graham Tuck with Brian Coleman alongside of me. And Brian, obviously, if you watch this period, you know you could tune in at any point. You could watch for 5 seconds. If you watch any part of this game, you know that the energy was off the charts from the jump. What do both of these teams need to do in order to stay on the right track to winning this game, advancing to the semifinals, and earning that automatic bid to the national tournament?
Well, first off, Graham, this game is just so energetic. It's so fast-paced. It's so fun to watch. I look at Liberty, and their passing is looking very good. They're being very unselfish on the offensive end. They're finding good shots. Moreau's just making some fantastic saves. The one goal that he gave up to Chisholm was partially on the defense. They didn't give him any help there. But I think if I'm Liberty, I keep attacking High Point. They controlled most of the puck through the first period. If Liberty keeps the pressure on High Point, it's going to be really hard for High Point to come back. High Point needs to slow things down a little bit. I think they're moving really too quick. Like, they're moving quick and they're just moving to the point where you can't control yourself. So I think they need to get more of the puck. They need control a little more on the offensive end, and I think they got to score a goal or two.
I would totally agree with that. I feel like High Point has been trying to push the tempo so much that they're running out of control once they cross the red line, and as a result of that, they haven't been able to put much pressure on Westbury at all. And that's something they need to capitalize upon. Kyle Westbury, the freshman, making only his 5th start of the year in this game, and he's filling in for Benjamin Algott, the normal starter, and they haven't been able to put much pressure on him. The shots on goal counter through the first period, 11-6 in favor of Liberty. Moreau with 10 saves for the Panthers, and Westbury making all 6 for the Flames. And there was only 1 goal on the board in that first period. It was scored by the Flames' junior forward, Scott Chisholm from Egmontville, Ontario. And he has 6 goals on the season coming into this one, and that was his 7th. So his 11th point in just the 10th game played. One of the top players for this Flames team, and the assist on that one went to the other members of that starting forward line, Fogarty and Klein. And for that line, they've been playing phenomenally, and the Panthers need to match that production from their own top line. Johnson, Henry, and Bruin haven't been able to produce as much in the last game and a period as they were prior to that. They went bananas in that first game against Radford. Bruin had 5 points in 1 game against Radford, the first matchup between those 2 teams a couple of weekends ago. And since then, that line has gone cold, and they need to come back to life if High Point wants to have a chance to get back into this one.
Well, you look at the big 3 right there. I mean, they haven't played in 26 days. I think that has a factor. I think getting back on the ice, getting back into the movement, just getting back into playing hockey again against competition, not just practicing, was a big part of it. I think High Point's going to come out this next period. I think they're going to come out on all cylinders. And I want to see Ryan Bruin take over the game. He leads the team in points with 9. Second on the team, tied with Ryan Henry with 4 goals. I think those 2 guys need to start clicking. And I think if High Point can get 1 or 2 goals here, I think the defense can hold up. And I think this makes for a really good 40 minutes left in this hockey game.
This is definitely going to be prime time hockey. The remaining 40 minutes, who knows what's going to come next, but we know one thing. It is going to be exciting. The winner advancing to the Division III semifinals tomorrow night. Their opponent to be determined. We already know that ECU has clinched their spot in that second round of this tournament, and the other spot yet to be determined. It will be one of the teams that loses today, along with the winner of the next game. Immediately after this one, it will be University of Tennessee and Coastal Carolina. You were talking about Ryan Bruin, just a freshman from Mendham, New Jersey. 4-game point streak, He's got 9 points through the first 4 games, over 2 points per game. He's gonna have to continue that production if the Panthers want to get back into this one. We'll rejoin you from the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Annex. More hockey between the High Point Panthers and the Liberty Flames right after this. We welcome you back to the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Annex for the second period of action here between High Point and Liberty. I'm Graham Tuck with Brian Coleman, bringing you all of today's action here on the High Point University Hockey YouTube channel. We are very, very grateful for the opportunity that has been presented to us by the ACCHL and the Carolina Thunderbirds, who normally host this tournament, but due to scheduling conflicts with the Thunderbirds schedule, they are on the road, and their games are conflicting with the tournament this weekend. So we've gotten the opportunity to host these games here on our channel, and we thank you for joining us. We know that there are many other ways that you could be spending your Friday evening, and we thank you for joining with us. And here we start the second period of action, and Liberty wins the draw back into the defensive zone. They lead 1-0 as we start the second. Loose puck in the corner. Bruin wins the race to it, and it's bouncing around and unable to keep it in at the point is Tor. And now Fogarty has the puck in the offensive zone, loses it though. A good stick from Tor, knocks it off his tape, and the puck leaks out. Bruin has Henry on the other side, just gets it into the offensive zone though. Behind the net, Henry tries to pass it back to Bruin, can't though. Tor at the point, looking for a deflection from Johnson, and the puck is put aside by Brown. Near side boards, Andrew Doer puts it into the neutral zone. On his knees, Ryan Bruin back for Tor. Over for Sawney, wasn't ready for the pass. And Wood keeps it in at the point. Fogarty behind his net. Tor up for Bruin. Had a chance to catch Liberty in a line change. Ryan Henry was ready, but wasn't able to get free fast enough. And Chamberlain will put it over for Pascarella. And now into the offensive zone are the Flames. Adam Partridge putting it for Pascarella, turns it over behind the net. Now Bruin will come away. Hallahan chips it, and Moores will win the race for the Flames, and we will have icing. 18:35 left in the second period here. Liberty still up 1-0.
I mean, great back and forth right there. High Point got into their zone. They just couldn't do much on the offensive side.
And this is something that we talked about during the intermission. If you went away from the stream for a little while, we can't blame you. We know there's March Madness going on, but we thank you for joining us. But we touched on it in the intermission that High Point needed to slow things down a little bit, have a more controlled offense, and that was how they were going to be able to get back into this one offensively. And they're doing that so far, but they've got to get the puck into the offensive zone first. Bruin, Tor hauls a man down behind the net, and I believe we're going to have a penalty called on the captain in black. And he seems to be headed back to the bench. Not sure what the call is going to be there. But we have a stoppage and a face-off nonetheless. It will be to Moreau's right in the High Point defensive end. Liberty has been excellent in the face-off circle so far today. Evan Enrick is in there now. He's got 3 goals, 2 assists on the season in 9 games played. Cazzola chasing the puck. He finally comes away with it. Calkins on his left. Now Cazzola gets it back. Calkins fighting for it on the boards. Fighting off 3 Flames is Calkins. Doing everything to keep the puck in the offensive end. Nupp at the blue line. Cazzola joins him in the scrum. Still fought for along the glass. Finally come away with it is Liberty. A big hit put on Zaragoza by Cazzola in the corner. And now Cazzola behind the net looking for somebody in front. Nobody home. Connor Duncan at the point. Puts a shot towards the deflection, and a shot. Calkins, he scores! High Point is on the board, and they even the game at 1. 17:41 left in the second, and we're all tied up here in the Annex.
What a goal there by Tyler Calkins, getting the rebound and flushing it in the back of the net. That was a huge boost for High Point. The fans are going crazy. The bench is very energetic. It's tied up 1-1, Graham.
That's a huge, not only goal to get High Point tie this game back up, but it is a momentum shift for sure. And the limited fans that we have here in the Annex are very, very heavily favored towards High Point, with the game being held in Winston just about 15 to 20 minutes away from High Point University's campus. And the fans are out in full force here in the Annex. In the offensive zone, the Panthers unable to keep. Nutt putting a hit on a man. And back behind the net, Wood will take it. Nupp, another hit in the offensive zone. High Point has been forechecking aggressively so far in this one. In between feet, Nupp takes a spill. No call. Johnson looking to put a stick check on somebody. Chisholm has it near side boards. Lost in the feet, and Fogarty comes away with it. Aiden Kennedy chasing defensively. Fogarty behind the net. Pressure put on by Kennedy is phenomenal. Cross-ice pass made by Henry, but it clears the zone. Looking for Bruin, unable to find him. Connor Duncan back with the puck now. Bruin puts it up for Johnson, who just puts it across into the high point offensive end of the ice. And that pass is going to leak all the way down. No icing called, excuse me. I thought we might have a whistle, but Chisholm has it in his feet, being pressured by some Panther defensemen. Now Klein. Back for Fogarty, he's lost it in his feet and he can't get it. That was a great chance, cross-ice pass, looking for someone in the slot. And now High Point has a chance. A stretch pass for Johnson is deflected by Klein. Can't settle it. Back out in the neutral zone, and Duncan had it on his stick, unable to possess it cleanly, and Eisenman will take it behind his net. 16 minutes left in the second period. We've got a tie game here in the Annex, 1-1 between the Panthers and Flames. Forechecking hard of the Panthers yet again. Macheska takes a man down. Sawney, a good poke check to depossess Pascarella of the puck, and he puts it up into the neutral zone and leaking through to the offensive zone. Partridge winning the race against Kuntz, no icing called. Logan Kennedy with a hit. Macheska takes a spill. Tor looking for Kennedy or Kuntz in the slot, both of them there. Nobody can find it though. And now Moores will take it in the corner. Keeping it in at the point is Tor. Oh, and they'll call him off sides. That one looked like it was going to be brought in cleanly. I thought it was a very questionable call myself if they weren't going to call it on offsides, excuse me. But the whistle's blown and we'll have a neutral zone draw.
Great play there by Tor. Didn't work in his favor, but he was a smart try right there. Just a tidbit for you guys. Sam Benishevitz, alumni of the tournament, who won 2 years ago with the NC State Ice Pack, is now a linesman for today's game.
And he was the one who made that offsides call just there. A nice nugget of information provided for us by the great James Jackson. And now a shot whiffed on by Casivio, didn't get all of it. Dakota Sexton fighting for it in the corner, back behind the net. Jordan Chamberlain will take it from Woodbridge, Virginia, excuse me, the sophomore. And that shot was off the crossbar, a great chance, and back to the net off the rebound. The captain, Partridge, couldn't get it into the net, and now the Panthers will break out. Moores in the defensive end. Harassed by Hallahan, and that's gonna be a call. The forecheck biting the Panthers yet again. Westbury hustling to the bench, and the pass not able to be touched by Partridge, and Sawney will touch up. Alex Hallahan's going to go to the box for a trip with 14:43 left in the second period, and the Panthers will have to kill off their first penalty of the game.
If you look at that last possession, Sean Moreau was a little lackadaisical in the goal. That's the second time this game where a puck's kind of come out of nowhere, and he was just last-second instincts.
Getting caught off guard, it seemed. Wasn't expecting it, but then again, the shot was from beyond the blue line, so I don't know how you could expect it. Flames win the draw. Over for Flortugno from the other point. A great defensive play by Calkins and a sliding play by Nupp to break up the chance for the Flames. Duncan in the corner. Clears it. Excuse me, no he doesn't. Kept in. Egan making the play defensively to depossess the captain, Partridge, of the puck, and Chisholm will keep it the point. The goal scorer. To the slot, and a save and a goal! Adam Partridge, the captain. Excuse me, that's Graham Wood, the freshman, making the play off the rebound, and Liberty retakes the lead. 2-1 the score now. Flames back on top.
Great goal there by Liberty. Moreau is just a little bit late with the leg save. Nothing you could do about that one. The Flames take a 2-1 lead here.
Just 29 seconds into the penalty kill for the Panthers. The puck leaks into the slot. Moreau makes the first series of saves, but unable to collect the second rebound, and it goes 5-hole to get the Flames back on the board. Again, the score 2-1 now here in the second period. Neutral zone draw coming. Bruin, he wins it. His counterpart, Enric, couldn't do anything about it. put into the offensive zone by Bruin. Forechecking is Henry. He's got Johnson on the side. Now Bruin, now Henry. And a shot put onto Westbury, a great blocker save made by the freshman, and it clears danger for the Flames. Back in his own defensive end, Tor has it. Being harassed by Moores, he gets it over to the other side, and Shawnee takes it. Now Henry looking for Bruin. Henry up for Johnson, couldn't get a stick to it, and no icing is called. Apparently Johnson did have a little bit of a deflection, and now Henry looking for Johnson back behind the net and can't collect the pass, and it will bounce around in the offensive zone. Henry still forechecking very hard. Bruin and Henry doing everything they can to keep the puck in the zone for the Panthers, but eventually Chisholm takes it in the offensive zone. A great behind the back pass for Fogarty, and he whiffs on the shot. Oh my goodness, what a save. A great defensive play there from Tor to clear that puck out of the zone and out of danger. Chisholm still has it far side. To the point. A shot from Wood. Moreau lost it in traffic, but it whistles wide of the net, so no danger there. Logan Kennedy looking for Bruin, and it will leak into the neutral zone, and a line change will take place for the Panthers. Looking to catch them off guard was Chisholm. Tying up a man is Aiden Kennedy, and he'll come away with it. In the feet of Logan Kennedy, Liberty comes away with it, and they'll keep it in at the point. A great play there made by Graham Wood, who just scored the goal, to keep it in at the point. Towards the slot, nobody there. It deflects off the side of the net anyway. Flames have it in the corner. Graham Wood in the slot again, and a great stick deflection there. Took a bounce off of the leg of Aiden Kennedy as well. Kuntz able to clear the zone, takes a hit for his efforts, and we are going to have an offsides delayed, but they'll touch up, do the Flames, and now Tor takes it. A good deflection from Williams, but Kennedy takes it anyway. Around a man on sides of the Panthers, but gaining possession of the puck is Jordan Chamberlain in the defensive end. Unable to clear the zone of the Flames. Kuntz takes it. Looking for Macheska. He's got a chance in it. A great pad save there by Westbury to keep it out of the net. That could have very easily tied things up for the Panthers. Now Logan Kennedy takes a fall, harassed by Pascarella. Now the Flames bring it in the zone. Williams, a shot, and he scores! He beats Moreau far side, and it's 3-1 Flames.
Just another great goal right there. Wrist shot, right side of the goal. Moreau was too late to it as Liberty takes a 3-1 lead. High Point had a chance right there. Missed 2 shots on goal, and then Liberty comes right back and they put one in the back of the net.
High Point losing pucks in their feet, unable to clear the zone, and it's coming back to bite them as Liberty now holds a 2-goal lead on the Panthers after the High Point tied it up at 1. 11:47 left to go in the second period. A big hit put on by Sean Egan, but the Flames are into the zone anyway. Evan Enrick in the slot. High Point comes away with it. That's Nupp. He'll just clear the zone, and the arm is up. As the Flames win the race, we will have an icing, and with 11:28 left to go in the period, the puck will come back into the Flames offensive zone, and we'll have a face-off.
For a team that scores 4 goals a game, Liberty is really bringing it to High Point right now. High Point's offense is very scarce, and they need to do something here quickly before this game gets out of hand, Graham.
That they do. Moreau has looked good in tough chances, but he's let a couple of easy ones in, including that last one, which was from the top of the circles on a breakaway chance, and the score remains 3-1. Eric Smith, the backup for High Point today. Only 1 start, has played in 2 games, including 1 against Radford, a 0-1 record on the season. He sits on the bench. Might see the ice at some point today. Cazzola back for Calkins, a shot behind the goalie, and Westbury, is it in? Waiting for the call. It looks like Westbury was able to cover that one up, and he was. Oh my goodness, what a chance from High Point. The shot from Calkins in the high slot, kept out by the freshman netminder from Glenelg, Illinois. And we're still a 3-1 game, 11 minutes and 1 second left here in the second. Liberty holding on to that lead, and it looks like this is going to be our media timeout. 3-1 the score here in Winston-Salem. Flames on top. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Annex. This game between Liberty and High Point, a 3-1 advantage for the Flames with 11 minutes and 1 second left in the second period. And the winner of this game, it's got a lot on the line. The winner advances to the Division III semifinals tomorrow night. Their opponent to be determined, and they also get an automatic bid to the CHF Nationals in Philadelphia next month. For the loser, a quick shot by Bruin off the faceoff, and it's behind the net. Puck is finally brought into the neutral zone by Liberty. Collected at the blue line by Bruin, and Johnson has a chance to settle the puck. High Point moving quickly. Behind the net, taking it is Brown. Bruin comes away with it, but it's depossessed by Klein. Finally, Brown coming away with it. Keeping it at the blue line is Tor, the captain. Behind the net, Johnson takes it. Now Brown. Looking to break out are the Flames. Dower taking it. Turnover in the neutral zone for the Panthers after a turnover from the Flames. And Dower looking to get it in the offensive zone. He does. Moreau will cover, and we'll have a defensive zone draw for the Panthers. As I was saying, an auto bid for the winner of this game to the D3 semifinals as well as the CHF Nationals next month. And for the loser of this game, well, their fate is in the hands of the ACCHL Playoff Selection Committee. The winner of these 3 games today, we already saw that ECU advanced. The winner of this one will also advance, and the winner of the next game, Tennessee and Coastal Carolina, will advance to the semifinals and the CHF final, For the loser, the committee will determine which of the teams that loses today is the strongest, and they will earn the 4 seed in the semifinals tomorrow, as well as the auto bid to the CHF Nationals. So you definitely don't want to leave your season in the hands of the committee if you're any of these teams, and you want to be able to get that automatic bid if at all possible. And now with 9:41 left to go in the second, a puck goes out of play into the Panther bench, and we'll have a draw in the neutral zone.
Graham, High Point's been looking much better on the offensive side, getting some really good shots on goal. But Westbury is just like an acrobatic Iron Man back there. He's not letting anything past him, on his back, and the puck's just not getting in the net for the Panthers.
That he is. The 6'2", 210-pound build for the freshman is paying off for him, and he is looking like a wall in the blue paint for the Flames. Depossessed at the blue line is Connor Duncan, but the Panthers will quickly recover in the neutral zone, and now Calkins into the offensive zone. Tries to get it back for Duncan. Oh, it leaks through the feet of a Flame defender, and unable to do anything with the puck is Duncan. And around the boards, looking for Pascarella, but instead it'll be collected by another Flame forward, Egan, battling with the captain, Partridge. He wins it along the far side boards. Cazzola dodges a man, and Nupp will take it. Batted into the air by Pascarella. Duncan settles it. Williams now. Behind the net, Egan for Nupp. Pascarella. Duncan. Shooting it around, looking for Nupp, but it leaks through to the neutral zone as Iseman wasn't able to settle it. Hallahan lost it. Zaragoza fighting off Duncan and Hallahan. Now Enric, all by himself, fighting off Panthers left and right. Finally brought down by Egan, and Casivio will put it to the point. A great block there from Nupp. The pass from Sexton was there, but Casivio wasn't looking for it, and now there's a tie-up in front of the Liberty bench. Still lost in feet and sticks. Iron and wood. Finally coming away with it is Casivio. Promptly turned over, but recollected by the freshman forward from Boston, and it'll be turned over in the offensive zone for the Panthers, leaking back into the neutral zone and now the defensive zone of the Panthers. Connor Duncan will take it up for Sawney. Stretch past to Logan Kennedy, and he's got a 2-on-2. He's hauled down and no call, and we will play on. Tor unable to keep it the blue line, and now a 2-on-1 for the Flames. Sawney back defending. The pass, the shot, and it's not there. Moreau able to get a pad to it, and it might have missed the net entirely. Now Kennedy, a 3-on-2 for the Panthers. Getting around a man, and a loose puck is going to be gloved down by Westbury, and he'll cover for a face-off.
Questionable turn of events right there, Graham. That almost turned bad for High Point. Could have been a 4-1 lead for Liberty.
Very much could have, and if the shot from Klein wasn't more on target, it probably would have, but it missed the net entirely, and instead we still stand at 3-1 game with 7:20 left in the second.
High Point really needs to do something here offensively to stay in this game.
The offensive line out there now, Macheska, Logan Kennedy, and Kuntz with Tor and Sawney, the top defense pairing out there at the blue line. Face-off won by the Flames. They've been so good at that today. Chamberlain takes it, and it's turned over. Finally collected by Sawney, a great stretch to get it at the blue line. Macheska loses it, and Klein will come away. A 2-on-2 for the Flames if they hurry. Lost in feet, now Klein getting around one defender, and at the point it's Moores, and a great pad save by Moreau stops danger for the Flames, and they'll go back and recover in the neutral zone. Unable to be touched at the blue line by Klein, and will have icing as Sawney wins the race and will go into the Flames defensive zone with 6:49 left to go here in the second.
Yeah, great pad there, saved by Moreau. Making Liberty rekindle themselves, take it back and restart the offense. High Point's defense really needs to do something here.
That it does, and we've seen multiple times today the forecheck is so aggressive, and it helped pay off in that first goal, but it's hurting them defensively for the Panthers. Instead, Bruin wins the offensive zone faceoff, but bodied off by Moores. Coming away with it is Kennedy, able to get a shot towards the slot. Johnson was there, couldn't find it though. And coming away with it is Fogarty. In the neutral zone, McDonald will put it into the offensive zone. Chamberlain will have to go back, and the Flames will set up behind their own net. Looking for Fogarty. He's all by himself, now has Klein with him, far side. Working on McDonald, and the shot, a deflection, and a rebound, and another rebound, and Klein can't put it past Moreau. The High Point netminder standing tall, the freshman from Smithfield, Rhode Island, proving himself and showing why he took over the starting job in the net for the Panthers. After those two quick goals, I thought we might see Eric Smith enter the game at some point today, but no such thing, as Moreau has recovered nicely and has looked great in the last couple of minutes for the Panthers. 6:16 left to go in the second, and we've got a far side draw to Moreau's left in the Flames offensive zone. Won by the Flames. On his stick, it's Partridge, and another save by Moreau. Pascarella was there for the rebound, might have gotten a stick tangled up in Moreau's glove. Tor didn't take too kindly to it, and everybody will separate. Cooler heads will prevail, and we'll have yet another offensive zone draw for Liberty.
Yeah, two great saves there by Moreau. High Point really needs to get the puck out of the attacking zone for Liberty, and they really got to start making some offense happen here with 6 minutes left.
And for Liberty, just keep doing what you're doing is my assumption. They are unable to keep it in the offensive zone. A big hit put on by Wood. Cazzola taking a spill, but he gets up quickly. Nupp checking hard, and he's brought down by Wood. Sticks tangled up. Egan on the other end of the ice puts it over for Duncan. He's seen a lot of ice time today, probably the most of the season, as he has not played much in this young season. 3 games played, but been towards the bottom of the defense lines. Now moving up on the second line with Egan. Cazzola loses it in the offensive zone, and he's all the way down in the corner. Egan collects it, but Cazzola yet to touch up. And Liberty and Brown will take it behind the net. Pass up for Pascarella. Turned over to Sawney, and now he'll turn it over right back to Williams. Another turnover. Tor looking for Logan Kennedy, and he brings it into the zone. Logan Kennedy quick, looking for a pass, and instead a shot, and it's loose behind the net. Calkins taking it, looking for Kuntz in the slot, but the pass is deflected down by Graham Wood, and the Flames will clear trouble. Tor lost it in his legs, and now Pascarella has a chance. Looking to a slot, but a great pass breakup from Tor. Nothing out of the ordinary from him. That's why he's wearing the letter C for the Panthers. The pass from Macheska hit the stick of Evan Enrick, and the puck stays in the High Point defensive end. Finally cleared out by Sawney. It bounces along the boards, and Chamberlain will go back into the Flames defensive end. Around the boards for Fortugno.
Great defense there by Tor and the Panthers.
That it was. Tor has been phenomenal for the Panthers, so consistent this season for the black and purple, and a pass is deflected at the blue line by Fortugno. It goes into the Flames bench, and we'll have a draw. 4:19 left to go here in the second. Liberty's still up 3-1, and for the Flames, High Point hasn't been able to do much offensively. You've got to stay vigilant, though. You've got to keep putting on pressure if you want to come out victorious in this one. Face-off is won by the Flames. Controlled. Aiden Kennedy gets it in the defensive zone for the Panthers. Kennedy, he can do it all. Very good stick-handling defenseman. Pass unable to be kept at the blue line by Casivio. The arm is up. No icing as that's McDonald, gets to the puck before it crosses the goal line extended. And the pass for Dakota Sexton is wide of the mark, and it will go down. And instead of having icing for the Flames, the Panthers will ice the puck. And with 3:51 left, we'll have another offensive zone draw for Liberty.
If I'm Liberty right now, I'm up 3-1, 3:51 left. I think they're going to push, get another goal, and get another insurance goal and take some momentum into the third period.
They definitely are not looking to quit now. Kennedy gets around a forechecking Fortugno. Pass around the boards to Reedy, the first time he's seen the ice today. And offsides are the Flames. Fortugno had a great chance if he could have gotten around McDonald, but the play whistled dead and will come back out to the neutral zone. .210 seconds left in the second period. And Liberty wins the neutral zone draw. No surprise there. They've dominated the circle so far today. Pass to Klein, and onsides are the Flames. A shot hits the crossbar, and it goes up into the air. Finally finds the stick of Doer back on the ice. In the corner looking for Klein, but great pass breakup from the Panthers, and now Egan has it in the neutral zone. Gets around a defender. That was Brown, and Egan lost it. The High Point bench is outraged. Looked like there might have been a hooking call that should have been and wasn't. And the Panthers will have to touch up as it goes back into the neutral zone on the stick of Connor Duncan. He'll just dump it in. And Liberty will recollect behind their net. Brown off the boards for Doer. Egan takes it, looking towards the net, but nobody there. Henry chasing the puck. Bruin with a big hit on Fogarty in front of the High Point bench, and the pass goes through the legs of Andrew Doer. And whiffing on the pass is Brown, and now Bruin has it, the dangerous Ryan Bruin, and he's offsides. Cazzola is outraged. Oh, what a call these linesmen have been making today. That play was very, very close from up here. Couldn't see whether Cazzola was able to keep his back foot on the right side of the blue line or not, but he seemed very adamant in the fact that he made that play correctly. Instead, with 2:32 left to go in the period, we'll go back out to the neutral zone. Flames still clinging to that 3-1 lead.
Two opportunities in a row for High Point that were just squandered. That could have been game-changing plays.
You've got to wonder if this pattern is going to keep up. High Point has been putting more pressure on lately. Liberty getting loose with the puck in the neutral zone, and they've been dominating it for so long, it's going to give High Point a chance to get back into the game. Tor around the boards. Sawney unable to get it behind the net, and instead, at the point, Moreau lost the shot in traffic. Moores had a shot, and it went wide. Cazzola back for Sawney, lost in feet. Calkins coming away with it now, and it's put back for Paxton Knupp. He leaves it for Mike Tor. 1:45 left to go in the period. Cazzola just puts it into the neutral zone. Liberty will have to touch up. They can't in time, and oh my goodness, that one took a deflection off of a skate from a High Point defenseman. Moreau barely got a skate to it in order to keep it out of the crease. Now Sawney into the offensive zone, trying to do it all himself. Cazzola is behind him. He picks it up, being chased by 4 Flames. Cazzola has it in the corner, looking for Knupp. He leaves it. Knupp able to get a skate to it, but tied up by a Flame defenseman, and now in the corner they'll fight for it. Knupp and Cazzola, the Panthers down there. Chamberlain, Williams, and Woods now. Aiden Kennedy takes it, and his stick breaks in half. What an unfortunate turn of events for the Panthers, and I thought I heard a whistle called, but no such thing. Now Knupp leaves it for Cazzola, and he'll bring it into the offensive zone with now under 1 minute to go in the period. Cazzola depossessed of the puck. Aiden Kennedy behind the net, loses it. He was stripped clean by Jordan Chamberlain, and now the Flames will break out. They've got a 2-on-2 if they hurry. 3-on-2, excuse me, but High Point recovered, and a line change for Liberty. Forechecking still, though, is for Tugno, and over for Dakota Johnson the puck goes. 30 seconds left. Calkins forechecking, but still Liberty possesses it. And now Ryan Henry has it in the offensive zone. He's got somebody with him. The pass over, and it's hauled down. Graham Wood by Ryan Bruin. Puck was lost. 16 seconds left. A glove save by Westbury. Puck is still in the High Point offensive zone, and we're finally going to have a call, and it's going to go against Dakota Johnson. High Point will touch the puck, and Dakota Johnson is going to go to the box. 7 seconds left in the period, and High Point will be on the penalty kill. Johnson's going to get called for the slash, and the High Point bench not too happy about it whatsoever. And Coach Don Starcher is absolutely outraged right now.
It looks like, if I saw that right, he just got thrown out of the game.
Coach Starcher has been tossed. No surprise, as he is absolutely livid on the High Point bench, and I can't blame him the way that these calls have gone the last couple of seconds. Obviously, you never want officiating to be the story of a game, but these refs have made it hard here today in Winston-Salem. 2 minutes up on the board for Dakota Johnson as Starcher leaves the ice, and he's still letting the linesman hear it.
He is letting the linesmen hear it. He is giving them an earful, Graham.
And finally, out of the rink is Starcher, and with 7 seconds left, an offensive zone draw coming for the Flames. They're 1 for 1 on the power play so far today.
I don't want to be in that locker room, Graham.
I definitely do not either. High Point seem to be somewhat motivated by the energy of their coach, though, and we see Starcher retreating to the locker room of High Point behind us. Meanwhile, we return to action. Out there on the ice right now for the Panthers, it's Henry, Bruin, Sawney, and Tor. And going to the box to serve a penalty, assumedly to Coach Starcher, is forward Ben Reedy, and it looks like the Panthers may be down 5-3. That they are, and we'll take a brief moment while the referees sort this one out at the scorer's table. But I can tell you this, the Panthers are shorthanded 5-on-3 for at least 2 minutes.
If I'm High Point right here, kill off these last 7 seconds, go recollect, and you have to come into the third period, and you really need to score some goals, and you have to get back in this game.
And I think that they have a great chance to do that the way that this has gone. You obviously know that Coach Starcher is going to be fired up in the locker room once they get there after these 7 seconds are done. And they accidentally originally put 4 minutes on the board for Dakota Johnson, but we know that's not right. The hooking call was only 2 minutes. Excuse me, the slash on Johnson. And now it properly goes up as 2 minutes to Johnson. And we appear to be close to sorting the rest of this one out. And another 2 minutes goes on the board. It's going to be Ben Reedy that serves it. The faceoff is won by the Flames. A shot on and deflected in front of the net by Tor. What a block by the captain, and 1 second left. The buzzer sounds. We go to the third. A 3-1 game here in Winston. The Flames on top. The winner goes to the D3 semifinals. The loser, their fate is in the hands of the playoff selection committee. That fourth semifinal spot, a wild card left up for one of the 3 teams that loses today. And if the score holds, High Point is going to be one of those 3 teams that has to face the fate of the committee. We'll be right back in the annex with more college hockey here on High Point University Hockey's YouTube channel. Graham Tuck right back with more action right after this. Welcome back into the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Annex for the final of the 3 periods here between the High Point University Panthers and the Flames of Liberty University. I'm Graham Tuck, rejoining you with my partner alongside me, Brian Coleman, bringing you the second game of 3 today in the men's D3 ACCHL tournament first round action all day today. Earlier today, you saw ECU take down the Radford Highlanders by a score of 10-0. Absolutely dominant performance from the Pirates. And here in this one, the Flames are up 3-1 as we go into the last set of 20 minutes. And following this, we will bring you the final game of the night between Coastal Carolina and the University of Tennessee Ice Falls. And this one is looking to be an absolute shocker as we head to the finish. High Point is down 5 men to 3 with 1:53 left. Dakota Johnson called for a slash at the tail end of that period, and Ben Reedy is the forward serving a bench minor assessed to Coach Don Starcher. We start this one with Liberty winning the draw, and bringing it into the zone is the freshman Wood. Back, looking for Fortugno, off a High Point defensive stick, and the puck finally clears the zone as Moreau didn't have to face it. 1:36 left in the 5-on-3. Chisholm in the corner, circles around, has Wood in the slot. Also in the slot is Fortugno. Over for Partridge, the captain. Back for Chisholm, back for Partridge. Into the slot, and a great block there, either Sawney or Henry. I couldn't see which one got to that. A great block, keeps the puck out of the slot. And now a great save by Moreau with the blocker. May have gone over him entirely. And now 1:05 left on the 5-on-3. Chisholm, a shot off the blocker and the crossbar, and the puck goes out of play, and this 5-on-3 is halfway done. 1:01 left on the power play for the Flames, and they will bring out a platoon swap. All 5 players for the Flames going back to the bench, and new 5 coming out, and there's 19:08 left to go here in the third.
Yeah, High Point's doing good so far in this penalty kill. Before the game, they were 14 out of 15 on the season, 93%. They look to kill this one. This will be a very big possession for them.
0 for 1 on the day is the Panther penalty kill. Looking to improve upon that here, though. Chamberlain has it towards the slot. A great block there in front of the net by Connor Duncan, and the puck goes high. 45 seconds left on the power play. A shot went through Moreau. He lost it, and instead it goes wide of the net. Chamberlain. Partridge now. Excuse me, that's Moores. Thomas Moores looking for Chamberlain in the slot. Moreau's out of position, and it goes wide of the slot. 30 seconds left on the power play. At the point, Moores to the slot, and it's blocked in front. And a deflection, a rebound, another save by Moreau, and out of trouble with the Panthers as they clear the zone. 17 seconds left and counting on the power play.
What a phenomenal job right there by the High Point defense.
Precisely.
Moreau made a great save.
He did, and the High Point bench is buzzing. A turnover in the defensive zone, though, by Connor Duncan. To the slot, he breaks up the pass, makes up for his error. Behind the back pass, and nobody on the other end, and the box is empty as Reedy and Johnson come out of the box. The 5-on-3, 2 minutes long, and it is done. We are back to even strength, 5-on-5. Partridge into the zone and a shot wide of the net. Reedy has it on his stick, hit by Partridge, and Reedy hits the deck hard, and he's not getting up. Referee sees him, he finally blows the whistle, and Reedy up on one knee. Looks like he's recovered. He took that one hard, though, and as you see, Calkins, Johnson, and Moreau. Moreau is signaling for the door to be opened up in the corner. Not exactly sure what that is for. Moreau
looks like he's shaking up. His hands are on his knees, and
he is definitely shaken up as he heads off the ice. Not a pretty scene, and yet to see if he will return.
That's not good for High Point at all.
It is definitely
Moreau has been phenomenal today.
So
I mean,
far,
he's
yes.
only given up 3 goals, but
and the Panthers are preparing as if he will return. Not sure if that is the case.
Word is that he might have got hit by the throat with the puck or stick or something.
That seems like it may have caused what happened, and Eric Smith is off the bench and stretching on the sidelines. Along the blue line, you see him getting warm just to the right side of your screen. And for now, we have a conference on the near side circle in the Panther defensive zone.
Yeah, and Graham, before that, it was a huge hit put on by 92, the Liberty captain, Partridge.
That it was, and it seemed as though Ben Reedy may have been the player that we had to worry about, and instead, Moreau, and signaling for the goalie, Eric Smith, is Connor Duncan, and so we're going to have a goalie change with 17:51 left to go in the third. Eric Smith in between the pipes for the Panthers. An unexpected appearance for number 1 in between the pipes for the Panthers, and it remains yet to be seen if Moreau will re-enter the game or if he'll even be allowed to. But we are just about getting ready to resume play again. 17:51 left to go in the third.
Chance of redemption here for Eric Smith.
Absolutely. He played against Radford in the last contest in relief and didn't look amazing, but he did what was needed of him. He played half of the game. Sean Moreau played the first half. Moreau played about 31 minutes of the 50-minute contest, and Smith was able to limit Radford's goal output to less than Moreau did in the first 31 minutes of the game. In the defensive zone, it's Calkins. Pass for Nupp, and now over to Sawney. Brown has it. Still in the defensive zone, Brown, after the pass back from Chisholm. Now up to Chisholm, lost on a skate, and Calkins has it. Into the offensive zone, Cazzola brings it up, waiting for the defense pairing to rejoin him. And a slap shot from the point by Aiden Kennedy is way wide of the mark. And Fogarty will recollect on the near side. A good stick check from Nupp, but Liberty will still break out. 16:50 left to go. Rob Cazzola takes it behind his net as we see Sean Moreau walking about in the concourse of the Annex. Cazzola across the red line. Unable to get that pass over to Henry, but he'll gain possession anyway. Henry can't chop it down. Up into the air, Bruin finally gloves it and loses it right back, and Partridge will take it into the neutral zone. Into the offensive end for Liberty, but icing is called, and quickly Eric Smith taking off his pads, maybe making an adjustment or two.
Looks like he's tying
Yeah, he's retying his cleats, it appears. And as the icing was called, the puck will return to the High Point offensive end of the ice. 16:20 left to play, and the draw soon to come.
Big opportunity here for High Point as they're down 2 goals. Time just keeps ticking off the clock. They really got to start making the most of these opportunities and bring it with at least in one.
Smith still retying his skates on the other end of the ice, finally starting to put his pads back on. Again, we see Sean Moreau, and you hear the cheers from the High Point fans as well as the bench. The stick tap's coming. He's up and well, still off of the ice, but he's up and moving around, standing up on his own power, so that is great to see for High Point. Still remains to be seen if he'll return to this contest, but for now, Eric Smith putting back on the blocker and the glove, and he will continue to be in the crease for the Panthers as this game progresses, for the time being at least. For now, 16:20 left to go in the third, set to take the draw to the glove side of Westbury. Kept into the zone by McDonald, but it's right to Partridge, and he'll bring it into the neutral zone. Pascarella. McDonald collects. To Johnson, but he can't do anything with it. A big hit put onto a Liberty player, that's Eisenman, along the blue line, and instead of Partridge, a toe drag, loses the puck, and a shot, a great save by by Smith, his first of the game. Got a pad to it, and now with 15:52 left, McDonald has it behind the High Point net. Aiden Kennedy, over for McDonald, he whiffs on the pass, and it will still leak into the neutral zone for Ryan Henry. Hit put on by Partridge, and he'll bring it over the glass and out of play. Just trying to dump it into the zone, and instead, it nearly finds tossed head coach Don Starcher outside the area of play.
Yeah, great save there by Eric Smith. Really big for him to come in and make a save like that. I'm sure he had some nerves coming into the contest with such pressure on him. I mean, he can't really give up anything because High Point's not scoring, so High Point really needs to kick the offense in gear.
A very tough situation for Smith indeed, as he entered the game, handed a 2-goal deficit in the third period with the season potentially on the line. Looked good in that first chance, though, for the Flames. Kuntz takes it near side. Haven't seen this line in a while. Logan Kennedy, Kuntz, and Macheska out there now for the Panthers. Whiffing on the pass is Connor Duncan, and Eric Smith will have to cover on the far side post. 15-16 left to play here in the third. 3-1 still the Liberty lead. And again, the winner of this game automatically advancing to the CHF Nationals next month in Philadelphia, and as well the D3 semifinals tomorrow night here in the Annex, and we will bring you that action as well. Want to remind you that tomorrow another full slate of action here in the Annex starting at 12:30 p.m. here on High Point University Hockey's YouTube channel. Starting with the D2 semifinal, a women's game, and the two D3 semifinals. And we'll be here to bring you all 4 games, as well as the rest of tonight's action. But for now, back to the game. Enric bringing it into the zone. A bad pass is deflected down by Tor. Zaragoza puts it behind the net, and Sawney will recover. Casivio onto the tape of Hallahan, but he loses it. Dakota Sexton in the neutral zone puts it into the High Point offensive end. Offsides of the Panthers, they'll have to touch up. Doesn't matter, it was a turnover anyway, and now Enric will bring it across the blue line for the Flames. Out of position, reaching for that one is Smith. A more unlucky bounce could have been trouble for the Panthers, but instead, behind the net, Enric takes it looking to the point. Moores has it. Back down to Enric. Other point now, and blocked in front of the net by Tor. The shot from Chamberlain nearly found the back of the net, and we will get a whistle in the High Point defensive end with 14-16 left to play. And we'll have a face-off, presumably to Smith's glove side, blocker side.
Great save by Moore to keep the puck in the attacking zone. Great passing there by Liberty, and they almost converted on that.
They did nearly convert, and something to note on the other end of the ice now, defenseman Mike Eisenman for the Flames is headed to the locker room with one of their athletic trainers. We'll keep you updated on that as we can. Back to action, though, here in the Flames offensive end of the ice. You see behind the glass the Tennessee Ice Vols standing and watching the action rinkside. They are up next, slated to play the Coastal Carolina University Chanticleers immediately following this one for the third Division III first round game. We'll bring you that action. I will be moving to color commentary, and my partner Brett Wiseman will be joining me. Another great voice for you to be listening to. And now a shot from Calkins, a pad save by Westbury. First time he's been tested in a while, and he stands tall. And Liberty looking to break out. Kenneth Fogarty has it. Fogarty looking over, a good pass breakup from McDonald. Looking worse for the wear because of it. A shoulder save by Smith, and now Nupp will take it in the corner. High Point does not have numbers in the neutral zone, and it's turned over. Taken now by Doer. Looking to be cleared by McDonald. It's gloved down by Fogarty and taken by Aiden Kennedy. Still in the High Point defensive end, Nupp in his own side of the ice. Over for McDonald. Pass for Calkins is off the side of the net, but he still recovers and collects it. A good deflection of the pass by Cazzola. He's pushed off by a Flame, and now Liberty will bring it in the zone. Williams, and he gets a shot on goal, and a pad save by Smith keeps it a 2-goal deficit for the Panthers.
Great pad save there by Eric Smith. High Point missed an opportunity on the offensive side. Calkins wasn't able to flush it. That's probably one of the best shot opportunities they had all day long.
That it was, and it was the first time that they've had to test Westbury in quite some time, and now looking to break back into the zone of the Panthers. Henry dumps it in. Egan collects in the corner, pass to the slot for Johnson. He had Henry, didn't see him. Back to the point, and Duncan keeps it in, a good save. Looking to Henry in the slot, but the pass is broken up by Wood. Puck along the boards, a big hit put on by Egan on Pascarella, right next to the linesman. A pass looking for Henry, and he's got a one-on-one. Henry, alone with one defender to beat. Shot, glove side, misses the net. That was one of the better chances the Panthers have had so far today. Egan takes it, still in the offensive zone, and we're going to have a whistle. A high stick by the Panthers, and they're going to be shorthanded yet again.
What a missed opportunity there from the sophomore from Colfax, North Carolina, Ryan Henry. That could have been a huge shot.
Ryan Bruin heads to the box, and he is going to serve a 2-minute minor for a high stick, and the Flames are back on the power play. 3-1 is the score and the lead for the Flames Again, the winner automatically advancing to the men's Division III semifinals tomorrow night, as well as the CHF Nationals in April. And for the loser, their fate rests in the hands of the ACCHL Selection Committee. Again, one wild card spot in the semifinals and the CHF Nationals will be awarded to whoever is deemed the most worthy of the teams that lose today for that 4th spot. Shot from the point. That was Moores who put it towards the net, and now a scrum, right in front of the ice falls behind the glass. Time ticking down on the penalty to Bruin. 1:42 left in the penalty kill for the Panthers. 12:09 left in the third. Shot is blocked before it got to Smith, and Henry will clear.
Certainly a lot on the line here, Graham, in the last 12 minutes of this game.
Season's potentially on the line for both of these teams, and now Enric will bring it into the offensive zone. Onside play. He makes a move around Tor, circles around the net. Up to the point for Morris. He gets it on his tape, towards the net, wide of the net. Smith didn't even have to react to it, and Tor looking to get it out of the zone, but can't. And Sean Moreau is back in his pads in the near side corner.
Great sign there for High Point.
It definitely is. Even if he doesn't return to this one, having him for the future is a great sign if the Panthers are to play beyond tonight. That shot was deflected by a Panther stick up and out of play, and with 11:26 left in the third and just 58 seconds left on the power play for the Flames, we're going to have a draw to the blocker side of Smith. Again, Eric Smith, if you're just joining us, started the game as the backup for High Point, but Sean Moreau left with a health issue just a couple of moments ago in the third, and a quick glove save by Smith. What a flash of the leather to see through traffic and glove that one down. He has looked great since having to enter the game. A lot of pressure on him. This could potentially be the last game of the season for the Panthers, and he knows what's at stake, and he is playing like he's unfazed. 51 seconds left on the penalty kill for the Panthers. Chisholm whiffs on the shot. Passes it back, and unable to keep it in at the blue line was the captain, Partridge, and Liberty will have to touch up. Lost in the neutral zone, still being fought for, and leaked out into the High Point offensive end and cleared. Trouble is done for now for the Flames. 27 seconds left on the power play. Chisholm bringing it across the blue line. Moving around the net. A pass looking to the slot. Wood was unable to collect it, offsides, and Partridge is going to have to go back into the neutral zone. Wood was looking for his second goal of the day, but couldn't get it cleanly through the High Point defense, and 13 seconds remain on the penalty kill for Ryan Bruin and the Panthers.
More shots on goal for Liberty. They're really taking advantage of this power play. High Point is doing a really good job at killing it. They got 13 seconds left.
And this is the biggest penalty kill that the Panthers have had all season, as well as the biggest period of play the Panthers will have for the rest of the season. Even if this is their last game, this is going to show what they are as a team heading forward. The stick taps from Westbury, and Bruin is out of the box. 1 second and done. 5-on-5 hockey yet again. Chamberlain has it behind the net. Kept in at the blue line by Henry, but he whiffs on the pass, and Sawney will collect in his own defensive end. Tor, the captain. Being forechecked by Pascarella, he puts a hit onto Tor. Even the Tennessee Ice Vols behind the glass were calling for a penalty, but none there. And Dakota Johnson looking up to Henry, who can't collect it. Blocked by both Sawney and Tor. Puck is still loose in the slot. Multiple sticks getting to it. Williams finally settles it. Back for Chamberlain is blocked by his own man in front of the net, and now Tor and Doer are going to go at it, and they are still scrumming in front of the High Point net. 9:40 left to go in the period, and we're going to have a delayed penalty call. Excuse me, that was a delayed offsides. Thought it might have been a call on Doer. Instead, High Point chips it into the offensive end. Logan Kennedy, Ryan Bruin, and now Christian Kuntz on the ice for the Panthers. He is the one that collects it in the neutral zone for High Point. Put on net, but Westbury gets a stick to it. Egan able to keep it in the offensive zone for the Panthers. Kennedy whiffing on the pass. Logan Kennedy, Christian Kuntz, and Ryan Macheska, the line out there now for the Panthers. Kuntz towards the slot, unable to be collected by a High Point defenseman. And now Egan loses his stick, and it's one-on-one. Fogarty and Duncan. Fogarty putting a shot on a blocker safe from Smith, and Kuntz will get the rebound and clear High Point out of danger. Tor, a quick rest on the bench and back out onto the ice now for the Panthers. The captain is doing absolutely everything he can for the black and purple. Duncan chipping it up. Collecting it back in the defensive zone now is Tor in a scrum with Chisholm. Pushing him off the puck, but Chisholm recollects. He's already got one goal, looking for another. That one blocked down. Looked like Logan Kennedy got to it, and he is in pain after that. He'll return to the bench as High Point clears, and Radford still going into the offensive end. Connor Duncan getting to the puck, calling off the icing. They're looking to move quickly here. Aiden Kennedy, he's got puck handling for a defenseman. He's gonna try this 1-on-3, getting around one man. Now a pass for Casivio is deflected. Now Sexton has it. Loose in the slot, collected by Klein, Casivio, Sexton, and Aiden Kennedy still forechecking. A big hit by Kennedy in front of Liberty's bench, and it will go back into the Liberty defensive end. Fortugno has it in the neutral zone, and he'll put it back behind for Smith, who plays it where the trapezoid would be if there was one here in this arena. And it is put back on net by the Flames. Smith collects it, puts it back down for his defenseman. Casivio had it on his stick, then lost it. Fortugno stripped him of it. Into the neutral zone now, the Panthers put it. And a pass into the offensive end for the Flames is deflected.
Desperation time is starting to kick in for the Panthers. They really need to make something happen here shortly.
That they do. 7:17 left to go in this game and potentially the season for the Panthers. Fortugno chips it into the offensive end off of a pass from Moores. Sawney behind his net, fakes the pass to McDonald, now puts it out there, and McDonald will take it. Cazzola has it, looking across ice for Nupp. Nupp and Cazzola bringing it in while the rest of the team is in a line change. Nupp loses it, and bringing it into the neutral zone is Enric. Egan racing behind his net to take control of the puck. Passes it to Calkins. Pascarella now in the offensive end after a turnover from High Point, but they'll get it back, and the Panthers will look to break out yet again. Pass from Egan up to Nupp. He puts it into the offensive zone. It looked like Cazzola might have been offsides, but the armor's not up, and Nupp will get the puck in the corner. Has Egan in the slot, but the pass is deflected, and now Pascarella has a 2-on-2 if he wants it. Tapping for the puck is Williams, and Egan with a great defensive play to get it. And Smith, oh, what a save by Smith! He gloves it down out of the air. He was on his backside, and he reaches up to save it, and the deficit is still 2 for the Panthers. Oh my goodness, what a save. Oh, Smith was on his backside, made the first save with the pad, then got the glove up, a desperation attempt, and kept the puck out of the net for the Panthers. 6 minutes left, still down by 2, and the Panthers are still in it.
What a miraculous 2 saves there by Eric Smith.
Partridge getting around a man, though. No time to rest for the weak. Now, a turnover for the Panthers. Partridge, cross ice, the pass, and another save by Smith. Oh my goodness, what a stop. Ryan Bruin has it. Smith is doing everything. He's Superman in the blue paint. Ryan Bruin looking for Sawney. He finally gets it. 5.5 left to go in the third. Chisholm takes the loose puck in the neutral zone. Fogarty onsides in the offensive end. He's got it. Behind the net. Fogarty in the corner. Leaves it for Chisholm. Cross ice pass. Looking for Klein with a deflection. Doesn't get through. Back for Fogarty. To Klein. On net, and it leaks through. No goal, they say. They wave it off. It's kicked in, and no goal.
What a bullet dodge there by the Panthers. That could have put the game away right there.
You couldn't write an ending like this right now. 5 minutes left. A potentially insurance and game-clinching goal by Klein is waved off because they were saying that he sent it in with his foot. And he kicked it in. It leaked through Eric Smith. Looked like the score was going to be 4-1. Instead, it stays 3-1. And High Point, it looks like they may have called a timeout. We're going to take a break here. 5:09 left. The score is still 3-1. Season on the line. We'll be right back after this. back here in the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Annex for the tail end of this one, a nail-biter between the Panthers and the Flames. Liberty holds a 2-goal lead, 5:09 left. I'm Graham Tuck with Brian Coleman bringing you this Division III men's ACCHL action, and the winner advances to Nationals and the D3 semifinals if they win, and the loser still remains in contention for the final and fourth wild card spot in the semifinals and the fourth bid for the CHF Nationals next month. However, they do not want their fate to be left in the hands of the selection committee if they have anything to say about it. A series of miraculous saves by Eric Smith after entering for the injured Sean Moreau has kept the Panthers in this one, and a goal waved off after it was seemingly put in by Klein to clinch the game has kept the Panthers in this one. The score stays 4-3. Panthers win the offensive zone draw towards the net. Westbury, who has been amazing in his own right so far today, puts his stick up, and it goes over the crossbar. No danger there. A turnover in the offensive zone. Loose puck in the slot. Dangerous there for the Panthers, but Klein gets a stick to it. Oh, what a hit put on by Tor. Tor is laying the body. Fogarty is still on the ice, and into the offensive zone now go the Panthers. Ryan Bruin fighting off 2-3 Flames. Pass to the point for Tor. He loses it. Regains. To the slot. Deflected by Henry. To the slot again. Off the post! Off the post, a shot into the slot by Alex Sawney. Hits iron, and we're still in play. Not sure anybody knows what's happening right now, but instead we play on. Brown into the neutral zone. Depossessed, turned right back over by the Panthers. Chisholm looking towards the net, and he whistles it just over the crossbar. Coming away with the puck is Sawney. Loses it in feet. Williams able to keep it in the offensive zone for the Flames. Now Tor pokes, checks it away. Nup, now Tor recollects it again. Tor just gets it out of the defensive zone, and the arm is up for icing. Waved off, though, as Chamberlain gets to it. 3:45 left to go in this one. 3-1 to score. Turnover in the neutral zone. Egan had it on his stick, then lost it. Williams back for Partridge. A good stick from Egan. Strips Partridge, the captain. Cross-ice pass looking for Cazzola. He's on a 2-game goal streak, and one now would be great for the Panthers as it would pull them within one. Instead, he turns it over. Pascarella brings it into the offensive end for the Flames. To the slot, looking for Williams. He finally settles it after a couple of stick checks from Rob Cazzola, and keeping it into the zone is Moores. Turned over, though, off the boards. Duncan looks to pass it to himself. Tied up in the neutral zone, and now Tyler Calkins will have it. Puts it into the offensive end. Tyler Calkins have 5 points on the season, all 5 of them assists. He's tied for first on the team with Ryan Bruin. 2:52 left to go in this one. Cleared out of the zone by the Flames, and Connor Duncan will go back to get it for the Panthers with Enric. Cross ice, puck in the slot. Partridge has it, he's alone. Partridge in on Smith, and he puts it wide. Partridge behind the net still has a chance. Tied up with 3 Panthers, 2:30 left to go in the third. Now Zaragoza, blocked by Johnson, and the puck will go into the defensive end for Liberty. They'll go back and get it. Wood has it.
Huge block there by Johnson. High Point really needs to make something happen right now.
They do. They're forechecking, and they know what's at stake. Wood across the red line, putting it towards Smith, who will glove it and hold on. We'll have a face-off. Glove side of Smith. 2:07 left to go. High Point down 2, 3-1 to score. And this one's coming down to the wire. We knew coming into this one that it was going to be one of the better games we'd see today, if not this entire weekend, and it has lived up to the hype. High Point has seemingly done everything right in the last 20 minutes or so, except for put the puck in the back of the net. Coming away with the crucial face-off is Cazzola and the Panthers. Pass back for Sawney. Under 2 left to play. Sawney into the offensive end. He chases his own pass down himself. He takes it behind the net. In the corner now. And the puck is cleared by the Flames. The empty net is on as Eric Smith has retreated to the bench. The extra attacker will be out as the icing is called, and 6 attackers out on for the Panthers now. We'll have an offensive zone draw for the black and purple. And Liberty has called their timeout. 1:41 left to play, and Brian, this is winning time, if you want to put it that way, for both of these teams.
The clock is ticking for High Point. I mean, the goalie play today has just been magnificent, nothing short of perfect. Eric Smith came in for Sean Moreau, and he's just been absolutely fantastic. But the offense just isn't clicking. High Point needs to come up with something in the next minute or two because it's getting down to the wire.
High Point has 101 seconds to net 2 goals. They're down 3-1 now, and their season is on the line. Again, the winner of this game, if I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. The winner of this game advances to not only the Division III semis, as well as the CHF Nationals in Philadelphia next month. The loser, still in contention for the 4th and final wild card spot for both of those bids, but it is all up to the selection committee after today is over. Again, ECU has already clinched their spot with a 10-0 win over Radford. Radford now in contention for the wild card spot, as well as the Panthers. I'm no expert, but I would be willing to say that the Panthers, if the score holds, are in contention above Radford for that top spot. Faceoff is won by the Panthers in the offensive zone. Henry comes away with it, looking for Calkins. Empty net still in play for the Panthers. And now coming away with it is Fogarty. He's got one man to beat. And a great block from Tor. See if he can block it again, and he does, and it goes wide. And Aiden Kennedy whiffs on it, pass to the slot, blocked by Tor yet again. Can't get a stick to it, Klein. And in the defensive zone, Aiden Kennedy passing it up to Calkins. Calkins can't settle it right away, and the pass is back for Nupp. 1:05 left. Nupp bodied off by Moores. Kept in at the point by Cazzola. A good stick check from Klein, and he'll shoot down towards the empty net, and he misses yet again. The second miss on the empty net, and icing is called with 54 seconds left, and we'll have an offensive zone draw for High Point. 53 left. 2 goals needed to force overtime for the Panthers. Season on the line. It's now or never for the black and purple.
What a great defensive possession there by High Point. Could have easily been an open net goal, and it would have been 4-1. They're really their last string, and something needs to happen right here, right now.
And that it does, and that is why High Point has called their timeout. 53 seconds left. The score is still the same as it was when we began this period, 3-1. And it looks like that one may be the final unless something unexpected happens. And the way that this game has gone, I wouldn't put it past either of these teams to make something phenomenal happen in the last minute of this one. We'll take a brief timeout, come right back after this with more hockey from the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Annex. We're back here in the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Annex. Graham Tuck with Brian Coleman to bring you the last 53 seconds of this game between High Point and Liberty. High Point wins the draw but loses control into the neutral zone. Sean Egan has it. They have the empty net on. Dakota Johnson touching up. On sides are the Panthers. Ryan Henry looking back for Egan, but nobody there. Wood clears the zone, and High Point will have to chase. Egan wins the race, and another offensive zone draw coming for the Panthers. 31 seconds left. The deficit's still 2. And as mentioned, the season on the line for the Panthers.
Believe it or not, I've seen crazier things before. Something could happen in the next 30 seconds.
Definitely could. Definitely could. I've seen this team score goals quicker than 31 seconds apart. So overtime still not out of the question. Face-off won by the Panthers. That's the first step. Egan along the far side boards. Johnson back behind the net. Pass to the slot, nobody there. Bruin could have gotten a stick to it, but wasn't looking. The Calkins pass to Egan doesn't connect, and now with 18 seconds left, the Panthers will touch up in the neutral zone. Offsides, Dakota Johnson brings it in. Johnson, the shot, he scores! Johnson scores from the circle. It's 3-2 with 12 seconds left.
Oh my gosh, Dakota Johnson with a goal with 12 seconds left.
Oh my goodness. Folks, you're seeing something that we've never seen before here at High Point University. And in the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Annex as well, this game is bananas. Eric Smith going back into the defensive zone for this neutral zone draw. 12 seconds left. High Point down by 1 with Dakota Johnson netting his 4th goal of the year. Face-off into the offensive zone for High Point, but Liberty looks to collect. 9 seconds left. Around the boards, Eric Smith quickly to the bench, taken by Cazzola. 4 seconds left. Henry, pass to the slot, deflected, 1 second left, and that will do it here in Winston. The High Point Panthers are defeated by the Liberty Flames, and Liberty clinches the automatic bid for the D3 semis as well as the CHF Nationals in Philly. What an effort by both of these teams. An absolute nail-biter. Came down to the final second, and it ends with the team in white standing victorious and the team in black and purple hoping that their resume that they put on tonight is good enough to clinch them that 4th spot in the CHF Natties as well as the D3 semis. What a game, Brian. What a game.
I mean, Graham, fantastic. It's what we thought it would have been from the beginning. I say with my keynotes of the game that High Point needs to come out strong offensively, and I think that Liberty needs to come in strong defensively. And Liberty obviously won that battle. They did. But I think High Point getting that last goal in the last 20 seconds helps their bid to get that fourth spot in the playoff.
I will say this. I think it's fair to say at this point that the fight that High Point put up today against Liberty is enough to put them over Radford in the losers column standings in the fight for that 4 seed. And it remains to be seen later tonight what either Tennessee or Coastal is to do in that game. If that one's a nail-biter, the committee is going to have a very tough decision in front of them as we move into tomorrow. But for now, we are signing off from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. The final score in this one, High Point 2, Liberty 3. The Flames advancing to the CHF Nationals as well as the Division 3 semis tomorrow night. We'll be right back here in the Annex in about 30 to 45 minutes with more Division 3 action. Myself and Brett Wiseman joining me for the call between the University of Tennessee and Coastal Carolina University. Exciting hockey all night long and all weekend long. We'll be right back with more. I'm Graham Tuck signing off.